Welcome everybody to Buffalo Homes, where we're going to go back and review some of our favorite shoots that you guys have been asking about, and giving you kind of a lowdown on our favorite photos and the homes and how they came together. I'm Zach, and this is Matt.
How you doing?
All right, we're back to take a look at another one of our favorite shoots from this past year. So let's dive in here. So, like right off the rip, curb appeal. I mean, look at this paint job.
Yeah, been one of my favorite houses on Richmond for a while,
Mhm.
actually.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, because we were both there, when we talked to the homeowner, all of that detail work on the third floor and on the turret, he like that clapboard he did himself
Oh,
by hand, and there was like something like 2,000 different pieces that had to be replaced over the lifetime of him owning this home.
I don't
Uh,
remember that, so you got a great memory. That's awesome.
yeah, well, that one kind of stuck out with me because I was like, that attention to detail and love for your home, unbelievable.
Yeah, and I mean it really makes a statement from the sidewalk, probably from the road as well.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, with this, you don't get like we would call it a carport now. It wasn't a carport back in the day, but like, yeah, I mean, this is, like you said, a statement. The color choices, the detail work, the landscaping in front.
Yeah, it's a classic example, which a lot of homes are, but it's like a classic example of why Buffalo homes are so well regarded and so beautiful. This detail isn't found in a lot of cities.
Definitely not. And then like, I want to, yeah, kind of go through the exterior for a while. Again, we got, I mean, beautiful wood up top and below. It's again those little details that change things. But like again, can you imagine just coming from out of this house and you have coffee in the morning, sitting on your I mean, on your front porch. I just love that. I just love those detailed moments to
That's
have.
a really big front porch too.
Yeah, multiple
Feels
different sections.
feels pretty private.
Yeah. All right, so let's get into sorry, we're doing the exterior the whole way around through. I forgot on this one because this is actually like a multi-unit, right? So it was um split kind of beautifully. And so this, if I remember correctly, was like the back unit.
Yeah.
Um, so like kind of modern, but also like really sleek backyard space.
Yeah, and another great porch area, a very private porch area. It does feel like its own sort of living unit.
Hmm.
I think if I'm remembering correctly, you sort of could live in the house as a single family home if you wanted to. It would be absolutely massive. I think it was over 4,000 square feet.
Well over.
But yeah, but like a top floor porch as well. It would be a really nice home for, I think there's one bedroom in it, one bed, two bath there, kitchen. So
Yeah. Yeah,
kind
this
of
is
a home in itself.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is like this back unit. Yeah, I mean, the whole house, I believe, is a 4 unit. Oh, yeah, it's another picture of just like your extended living room. It was like a 4 unit, and but just like done really well. And again, and this couple that lived there for a very long time and loved it. But yeah, it's yeah. Oh, cool. Jumping right into this front unit here. Um, this was, I guess you consider it the owners. So this is where they lived. Uh, the detail around it's not so much of a curve as we've seen in other homes, but again, just like the kind of turret that runs through the whole house, ending in this kind of living room right here. Beautiful.
Yeah, and it really allows a lot of natural light to come into this living room.
Hmm. And I love what they did with the curtains too to add that privacy for when they want to kind of shut it down and be a little bit more intimate into the evening. Also, again, great space to bring people in and no TV, which I really enjoyed.
I was just gonna say that there's no TV in this living room. I love it.
No. Um,
Very
so I
old.
mean, first off, color choice, love it. Big, bold, the hardwood, I mean, the two different styles. I guess there was at one point there was a talk that it was used for some form of religious, like a churchy type thing or something like
Yeah,
that.
I think the back unit specifically was used for, yeah, some sort of religious gathering.
Yeah.
This room, I love the wood. It looks it looks natural, so it
Hmm.
doesn't look like it was stained too much. The color obviously really pops.
Hmm.
Not a color choice I personally would have made, but it's like something that our followers always talk about loving and
Hmm.
wanting to see more of. Also, there's that little window looking into the kitchen, so you can start sort of, communicate with your guests who are in this dining room still.
Pass through window, man. I mean, it's a thing of the past, but I love a pass through window. Because
We
also,
didn't open those cabinets there,
mhm.
and I kind of wish we would have. I would love to see if those cabinets also are pass through.
Oh, interesting. I didn't even think about that. I mean, we'll be able to see from the kitchen. I think the next two shots are the kitchen. Um, But also, like, one of the benefits of having one this big as well is like it avoids the need for a console the way you usually would in a dining room. You know, you can leave the space to just be table entertaining because you don't need that side console to put food on, whatever. You can just go boom
Right.
right into that window.
Yeah.
Um, Also, like, great little detail I love is if you look to the left, you're catching the curve of the kitchen.
Hmm.
And I love the balance of two shapes like that. You know, the cur that curve is definitely not an original style curve that you would find very often. I mean, it might be, but it definitely harkens to a different era. So to see them kind of sandwiched
Yeah.
together like this is great. All right, so let's hop in here. Okay, this is just from the other angle again, just that wood. Love it.
I
I
like this
think,
angle more. Yeah, I like the wood on this back wall more than the one on the wall with the kitchen.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's. I mean, like, it's just
I
this.
really like the natural color of it too. It's kind of light. Seems like it wasn't stained probably.
Yeah, agreed. All right, so here into the kitchen again. Color choice, which I really like this color choice.
Yeah, I'm into it
Um,
as well.
yeah, again, it's kind of a bolder, but also I really love that you're pulling white all the way up past the headline, you know, all the way up to the top of your cabinets, and then having
Hmm.
this kind of this strip around. Um,
So they look like those are pass-through cabinets. I did not notice this. This is the first time I'm noticing this. We've
mhm.
obviously looked at these photos a lot. We were in this house, we photographed it. I That's so cool. What a crazy feature. Otherwise, they're extremely small cabinets. So it's hard to believe that there'd be room for like one glass. So I have to believe that you can open them on both sides and it's the same thing. That's amazing.
Yeah, that really is, and like I that's a small detail that like good catch because I would not have even thought about them being that you could be utilizing them from both sides like that. Um, I mean, again, like way to make it a modern but still kitchen, but still maintain some of the old school look. I mean, obviously the countertops might be ready to be updated, but still fit. But like new
It's
fridge.
it's workable for sure.
Oh, I mean, yeah, this is moving right.
I could whip up some fantastic meals in here, I think.
Oh yeah. I mean, I this kitchen is like a million times better than the kitchen that of my house that I bought. So I would take this 10 out of 10 times. Okay, cool. So now we're moving into this back unit.
Yeah.
It's like this. So actually, let me see. All right, you can't really see, but if you look to the left side of this image, you kind of see this towards the back there. It's a hallway. There's some more bedrooms back there, and then you transition into the next one. Oops, sorry, wrong direction. And this is like you're saying, it's kind of like the religious gathering space.
Yeah, so right outside, that's that back porch when
Hmm.
we were looking at the back unit when for that exterior photo. This is the interior of it. So this is the part, right, that was used for some sort of gathering.
Hmm.
And it does give off that almost like a European, I don't want to say Gothic vibe, but
Hmm.
being in the space, you definitely get the vibe of, okay, I can see how some sort of religious gatherings were like held here. And it's very cool that it's a living room now, and this fireplace is incredible.
Yeah, I mean a two-story fireplace, the exposed beams up top. I believe I catch it from the other angle here. Yeah, so you can kind of see a little bit of in the top the top of this photo. You can see that there's some stained glass up there, and you can catch it again in the upper right here. I mean it is like you said, the exposed wood and this the height of the ceiling in this living room is. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to hit
Yeah,
that.
it feels very old.
Yeah. And then you catch a little glimpse into on the left there up to the kitchen, which was like a very Um, Perfectly fine kitchen for a back unit. I mean, for a single bedroom, really nice size unit. It's a great kitchen. And let's see, I think I have, okay, there's the window up top. So
Yeah,
this,
amazing.
yeah, and this is, I mean, right outside there is that upstairs porch space. So like you are, this is again, another great house, man. I love this house. This was one,
It's
the bed.
the bedroom for that back unit.
Okay, yeah. And so like you get the skylight. There's a little bathroom that's tucked in there, so it's I believe two or one and a half baths. I just want to put that in there so you can see the skylight too. This was the third floor unit.
Yeah, top floor unit.
Yeah, so like you can that's the turret to the back right. There was like
What a
built-in.
cool little office space.
Yeah, right?
Like whoever was living here at the time, I love that they just turned it into like a super well lit, nice little office space that's raised up. It
hmm
feels like a sunken living room, but actually the turret area is, yeah, just two steps up.
Yeah, and you can see like to the right there, there's also built-in details, even here on the third floor. You know, you wouldn't expect, I mean, a lot of times in these older homes, this was like I don't want to say the maid's quarter, but something like that. And to see like built-ins of that high quality, I believe in the next photo, yeah, this is the hallway towards the kitchen. I mean, look at the detail work on these walls all the way through on the third floor.
Yeah, and this was just throughout the whole home. And again,
Mhm.
this home was like my guess would was like 4,500 square feet, 4,000
Mm.
square feet, something like that.
At least.
So this was just throughout the entire home. So it's really been preserved pretty well.
Yeah, fantastically. And I believe this is the just one picture of the last unit, which is like the
It's a second floor unit. I think there were
yeah.
two units on that floor, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, and this was just like another nice little one bedroom, but I like that like, you know, at some point a drop ceiling was put in because it probably had to, I mean, utilities, what have you, but still maintaining huge archway.
Yeah.
And you can feel the warmth of all the light that's coming into this space. I mean, as you can tell by these plants are clearly doing very well. So like it is definitely a home that throughout the space you're getting natural light, you're getting these warm details. Again, fantastic space. All right, so I believe this is our last little photo of this home. So, Matt, we are going to go through let's see. Overall, I believe this was received pretty well on our Instagram. We had a good amount of likes and comments.
I think so too. The lead exterior photo, how do you dislike that, you know?
Yeah, it really is. I mean, I mean, curb appeal, curb appeal, curb appeal, whatever. All
Right.
right, so we'll drop into price then. So the list price on this was $690,000.
For do you have the square footage on hand?
Oh, let me see if I can find it quickly. I
I'm
don't.
pretty sure it was like right at 4,500 square feet. Like
That
something very close to that.
that sounds about right. I mean, because again, you have to remember that this is a four unit.
Hmm.
So even though we didn't show all of them, let's see. Open a. Let's see. Nope. That's all right. I don't.
We'll call it 4,500.
That sounds good to me. So 4,500. Yeah, we're talking. I think it's like seven bedrooms, probably five baths, something along those lines. It ended up going for 75 over asking. So this actually sold for 765. Pretty quickly, if I remember correctly. It was on the market and off the market, I
I think
think.
it's sold really quickly as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, we put together a really kind of amazing video of it too, the different spaces. If you want to go to search back into our Instagram and find it, you just get a lovely insight into what some of these homes are that you drive past all the time, and what can be inside. I mean, again, we get the joy of being inside these homes. But what do you think about this one? How'd you rank it?
Um, Ranking, that's hard. It's one of my favorite just because I live relatively close by. We both do. And walking by it is sort of one of those ones where, like, if you're walking your dog, you just kind of stop
hmm
just to check it out because it looks so beautiful from the outside. Richmond has so many homes like that, but this one's colorful. There's a lot of details. There's that carport, which is that's not normal. That's actually a really unique detail, I
hmm
think. So this is one of those literal stoppers where like don't stop your car for sure because you're driving down Richmond, but if you're walking, if you're running, whatever, you probably want to slow down and look a bit more closely at the details. So yeah, I really love this home.
Yeah, top home for me as well. All right, well, thanks again for stopping in with us and taking a look at some of these homes.